Do you know what action over coverage is? If not, you should definitely check out this video. Action over exclusion. 3 words that can ruin your construction business. Action over coverage, scaffold law coverage, third-party action over, contractual liability. Those terms are all talking about the same thing when it comes to New York contractors insurance. While it might sound confusing, there's one thing for sure. Getting caught without this coverage is definitely no party. The reason being, New York is home to a very unique and very old law known as Labor Law 240 and Labor Law 241. These laws are also known as the Scaffold Law, and they create major havoc in the New York construction insurance marketplace. These laws are also the single reason that contractors in New York pay 10 times what contractors in other states pay for their general liability insurance. Action over coverage applies to the inclusion or exclusion of coverage on your policy related to third-party action over lawsuits, typically related to the injury of employees and subcontractors resulting from falls. Most of the time, if your policy has an action over exclusion, it will also have a separate exclusion for injury to independent contractors, employees, and subcontractors. The reason it's called third-party action over is, as you might know, employees cannot sue their employer in most cases. However, what happens is the employees will sue the general contractor, the property owner, etc., and then that lawsuit will be tendered down to the different contractors on the job, which results in that third-party action over. What's even worse is all of the contractors or trades can get dragged into these lawsuits even if it's not one of your employees. Sounds kind of unfair, right? Well, tough luck. In New York, that's just the way it is. Even though those employees aren't yours, they can still become your responsibility. The worst part is, when it's a, quote, gravity-related injury, it doesn't even matter whose fault it is. Unless you can prove 100% negligence on the part of the injured worker, the contractors are still held responsible. Now, there are some limited exemptions to this law that may have you second-guessing if you need the coverage or not. However, in my experience, these limited exemptions rarely play in the contractor's favor. Even one claim where you're forced to defend yourself or your business could result in a huge financial loss and bankruptcy. Additionally, it will severely restrict who you can work for, as many building and project owners as well as general contractors have gotten extremely insurance savvy, and they won't allow you to work with a policy with an action over exclusion. They even know what insurance companies to look out for, so they don't even need a full copy of your policy, as they already know what companies offer good coverage. Having an exclusion on your policy that eliminates coverage for some of the largest lawsuit payouts in the state of New York is beyond risky business. It's borderline irresponsible. If you're not sure if you have an action over exclusion, we should probably chat, because a detailed review of your policies is definitely in order.